Alright, it's good to be back. It's been a few months since I've uploaded my last video. I just needed to finish up with school. You know how finals get, I'm sure. But I'm back now, and if you're wondering how Godzilla Origins is going, it is going. I'm getting a lot of the filming done. If you've been following my Instagram and paying attention to the other videos, it's done being written. All I need to do is finish recording lines and finish recording scenes. And then editing, I project it to be done by the end of the summer at this point. We are cruising pretty steadily at this point. But that's not what you're here for. What you are here for is to hear me talk about the new Top Gun Maverick that came out just a few days ago. Now, I did the wise thing, I think, and waited a few days before uploading this video, just for my thoughts to kind of settle, see if my opinions changed it a little bit. But I have to say that I cannot come up with one thing that I do not like about this movie. Okay, but let's get into an actual organized review, shall we? Like I previously said, this movie is just all around really good. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. I've taken a look at other reviews, and I've asked around with my friends that have already seen the movie, and they really, really like this. Now, of course, I must say, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this movie, that I have not seen the original. So that's probably going to influence my opinions a little bit. I don't know how it's going to influence my opinions since, of course, I haven't seen the original. But I know that I would probably think differently of this one if I had seen the original. But I will get around to it shortly, because I want to know what the original was like. If the sequel was this good. The entire movie is really just a whole experience. Now, the theater definitely helped with this. But you could feel it in your toes when a plane took off. It was just so much fun. This entire movie was just a lot of fun. I was on my edge of the seat the entire time. I didn't really expect anything, if that makes sense, like plot-wise, because I didn't know what to expect. So when watching the movie, I was going in blind, really, and it was so much fun. I think Tom Cruise, despite what you may feel about him as a person, is a phenomenal actor, and he did a great job in this movie. This movie is no exception. Every character, though, not just Tom Cruise, was great. Glenn Powell's character, Hangman, the entire movie is just this massive douche. Yet he has enough charisma about him to the point where at the end of the movie, you love him. You love him. You love everybody in this movie. Every character. There's a lot of great actors in this movie. I loved every character. I was never bored once during this movie, even if there wasn't necessarily anything going on. Just the characters, they got a great chemistry with each other. There's not one problem with the characters or how dialogue was written or anything. At least not that I have. Honestly, this review is going to be kind of short because there's not much for me to actually dig into. There's just a lot that I liked and nothing really that I didn't. And usually the things that I don't like is what I find myself talking about the most. So yeah, this review is going to be kind of short. I don't really know if there's anything else I really have to say. The effects, the dialogue, the effects were so well done that I couldn't really tell what was real and what wasn't. Obviously, jets blowing up and stuff, crashing into mountains probably isn't going to be real, but I do know that they used a lot of practical effects. Like, they used real jets, and they flew real jets and did actual stunts with them. And I think that they just did phenomenal. The entire movie was just all around great. The plot itself, as far as I'm concerned, was really good. Of course, if I had seen the original and it's a carbon copy of the original, then that's probably going to be a problem for me. But of course, I wouldn't know that. So right now, as of right now, this movie gets a 10 out of 10 for me. It is the first 10 out of 10 on the channel. Then again, I have only reviewed 3 movies. So this movie, there's nothing for me to complain about. I waited on my thoughts. I sat on them for a few days, waiting for something to change. Nothing changed. This movie, if anything, I liked it even more, and I'd only seen it once. Usually, well, I say usually, but I've kind of stopped doing this. When I go to see a movie in the theater and I like it, I'll see it multiple times. I haven't seen this again. Movie theater tickets are expensive. I don't know. I've seen this movie once, and that's all I really needed to see it, to know how good it was. So yeah, kind of a short video. I just wanted to really just tell you guys to go see this movie more than anything else. This is all around a great movie. There's nothing I could complain about. I loved it from start to finish. It was just a thrilling experience, and I was happy. I left the theater with a big smile. This movie was really, really well done. And if you are even remotely interested, I mean, I'm not even really a plane guy. I'm not really an Air Force guy, but this movie was still pretty fantastic. So if this is something that you're even remotely interested in, go check it out. It's definitely worth it. And that's my review, 10 out of 10. And I am, because as of today, this is opening night for Jurassic World Dominion. I think it is the 9th as of recording this. And I will be going to see that movie as soon as I can. And I'm refraining from reading the reviews about it, but I can only imagine what they look like. So I cannot wait to go see that, and get that review out to you guys as soon as possible too. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, the whole works. And I cannot wait to see you guys again soon.